So this is another Peugeot 406 that I'm reviewing. This is phase 2 production, and which we also call D9. This is 2006, if I'm not mistaken. This is a Nigerian assembly or Nigerian production, what we commonly call PAN. So this particular one comes with EW10J4 engine. Let's show you guys. Okay, you can see it here. This is the almighty EW10J4. The ones Nigerians commonly call EW10, yeah, that's more like the short name for it. Okay, this is PAN production, also known as Nigerian assembly. Now, there are a few ways you can identify foreign production from Nigerian assembly when it comes to Peugeot 406. For example, when you come to this pillar here, you will see a number engraved here. It's more like not necessarily the VIN, but you see some number engraved here. I don't know what to call this number actually, but look out for it here. Once you see this thing here, it means the vehicle, the 406, was produced in PAN or produced in Nigeria. There's another one here. Here it's supposed to actually be VIN. They're supposed to engrave VIN here, mostly on the foreign production. So if you see any 406, Peugeot 406 with VIN engraved here, that means it's foreign. But if you see something else, like this one has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 characters there, means it's not auto, because the VIN is about 17 characters, but this one is about 7 characters. Likewise, here is about, I think, 10 or thereabout. But in foreign production, you will not see this thing here, you know. But in Nigerian production, you will see some figures engraved there. Okay, so I'll talk about the engine as we proceed. Without much ado, let's get to it. Alright. Okay. Alright, so of course, from the previous review, you would have seen an interior of Peugeot 406 for those who don't know what it looks like. So you can watch that video. Just go to my videos I've uploaded so far on YouTube. You'll find a detailed review on Peugeot 406 V6. So there are a few differences, but not much. So of course, this one is a 5-speed manual, just like the one I did on the V6. So now the EW10 is a well popular engine in Nigeria. I don't know, for some reasons Nigerians love it so much that that's the only engine they praise or everybody go for. And honestly, yeah, it's a very good engine, so it's not like I'm disputing that. It's 138 horsepower, and it's to me, I would consider it an average power, you know, for somebody who likes cars that moves, but not as powerful as performance cars, but at least have some power to take off. You know, I wouldn't say have fun, but you know, have some power, because there are some engines that can suck really suck when it or disappointing when it comes to acceleration. But this one tries, it tries on the best it can. The fuel, another good point about this engine is the fuel economy. No, I will give it to this in particular engine in Peugeot 406. If you are interested in buying a used Peugeot car that has very good fuel economy, I'll tell you, consider Peugeot 406. Of course, there are other Peugeot cars too, but consider this Peugeot 406 with EW10J4 engine. Of course, you have to pay a price of a little bit lack of power. So, but in fuel economy, no, it's good. For example, this engine on highway in this Peugeot 406, if every part of the system is okay, can do about 250 kilometers on 10 liters. Yes, I mean it, guys, I'm not joking. On 10 liters of fuel, this car can cover over 250 kilometers. Yes, over 250 kilometers. It's been tested and proven by a lot of users. So that's why when people say, no, I want EW10J4, I understand why they wanted it, because even me too, I know the fuel economy is very good. It's also very good. This Peugeot 406 with this engine is also good for commercial purposes in terms of fuel economy as well. So of course, if you are buying a car for commercial purpose, you have to consider a car that won't have to consume the whole profit by fueling the vehicle. So you gain it from Peugeot 406 with this engine. What else? The parts are very easily available, both the original, the fake, however you want it, is much available, including the original aftermarket and the OEM. Like I said, fake parts too, you can always get it if you want, even though I don't recommend or encourage people to buy fake parts. Likewise, the used parts as well, second-hand parts, or the type we call Tokumbo in Nigeria. So you get it. If you want Nigerian used parts, you also get it. And how expensive are they? Well, of course, if you want original parts, you won't get them cheap. So I'm not going to say they are they are all expensive. Yeah, there are some that are expensive, but those are the quality ones or the original ones. So you get them, they will serve you for years. And of course, it's a European brand. Peugeot is a European brand, and they use 99% of the parts in their vehicles are produced or German, not necessarily Germans, but European brands like the Bosch, Siemens, Valio, so many of them. So this brand, for somebody who is into auto industry, will know that these brands have been known for many years of quality productions. So yeah, so the parts will last you for a very long time if you choose to go for the original. Now let's talk about the most important part of this review, which I mentioned earlier in terms of power. Yeah, it has 138 horsepower, like I said. So the power is not that much, but it's good enough for somebody who wants fuel economy and a little bit of power. Of course, it has a downside. To me, that's what I consider a downside is it can be noisy. When you try to push it, it doesn't move effortlessly, like the V6 does. Even EW12 too moves effortlessly to some extent. But this one, you have to push it for it to move. And then of course, when you start pushing it, start becoming noisy. And also I will say, oh, but I like noisy cars, it gives you that feel of power. But the noise, if the noise is commensurate with the vehicle performance or the vehicle speed, now it makes sense. But if it's not commensurate with it, I don't think I will like or prefer that choice or that option. So yeah, I like this particular one. The owner gave it to me to use it for like a week to see if there's any issue that needs to be sorted out and that. I've driven it for like 2 days now, and honestly, guys, I'm considering to probably just drop the car and jump back to my V6. Of course, if you are used to V6 or if you are into performance, you may not really find this one fun. However, if you intend to push it, yes, you have some fun somehow, and they also get the good fuel economy. But I do notice that when you push it hard, very, very hard, the fuel economy goes away. That's one thing I've observed with the EW10J4, irrespective of the Peugeot model is attached to or mounted in. So for people that like, oh, EW10, they want it, so yeah, you enjoy the fuel economy. It's very good, reliable and durable, but don't make it like a race car because it's not like it's going to get faulty or fail. No, it will not. But you will lose that fuel economy you bought it for. So yeah, you can push it hard, but not too hard if you want to enjoy the fuel economy it has. So other than that, it's a good engine. 406 generally, like I said, is a very good car. 406 to me, Peugeot 406 is more like Peugeot 504 back then. Very, very reliable. This is a car you can, all you need is just put some fuel inside the car and face the nose of the vehicle, any part of the country you want to go to, and it will take you there without hesitation, without a cough. I was discussing with somebody and I was telling the person that my Peugeot 406 V6 has never, the only time that my car stopped in a journey, like malfunction in a journey, was the day the fuel pump failed. The first time I had fuel pump failure on that vehicle. Other than that, the car has never, ever, ever cough, stammer, no matter the distance I take the car to. That's how good Peugeot 406 is. A lot of people say, oh, it's a very problematic car, electrically, blah, blah, blah. They all say all kinds of trash. But I'm just telling you, my own car has never, ever, ever coughed, aside the day the fuel pump failed. Like, when was that? Was it 2014 or 2013? I think it was 2013, December 2013 or 14, in fact, no, 2013. So, yeah, 2013 December, I remember correctly. That was the first time the fuel pump failed. So, or 14, whatever. So, other than that, it's a very reliable car. And I've known people, hundreds. I'm not talking about 50, 10. I know hundreds of people that drive Peugeot 406 with various engines that have attested to me that it was one of the best choices they've made in their life to own a Peugeot 406. The Peugeot 406 is a car that no matter how many cars you intend to have in future or want to buy or have, you always want to have a Peugeot 406. You always want to have it. So if you are interested, you always go for it. Of course, the production started in 1995 and ended sometime in 2008 or 2010, thereabout, depending on the countries. In Europe, I think it ended in 2004, but continued in other countries. So we have two phases, phase 1, phase 2, and all that. Okay, let's see if we'll have some fun. It's just like, it's not really that fun. to drive this car. Already, okay, I'm already at about 70 kilometers per hour, and it's very noisy on gear 4. Okay, let's see. You know, that's the thing about this E10, but let's find out. I'm not here to compare with my V6. I know it's my V6. Once I do a shift down, boom, you know, it takes off. But this one, well, it tries. Can actually still enjoy the EW10J4, even though I'm not a fan, but you know, you can on the look of things. But for me, I usually don't like to push it hard, you know, because when you do that, I don't like the idea where the engine will be so strong. You know that your engine is struggling, very, very hard. You know, it makes it very uncomfortable for me anyway. So in that case, the fun you're supposed to have, you'll be so concerned. It takes the fun out of the whole thing. You know, but some people may not have issue with that. You know, personally, I prefer a car that wants to push it effortlessly. Even before you start hearing the engine sound, the car will be running like or performing like crazy. You know, so that's what I want, and that's what leads to the choices I make in my own vehicles. You know, but if you are into for economy and wants very good power, go for the EW10J4. You will enjoy it. So, guys, I'll be signing off now, and I thank the owner, you know, for allowing me to do this review with the vehicle. All right, guys, signing off.